welcome to my channel. Today I want to share a story that may change the way you look at failure forever. Listen carefully, because this is not just any story. It is the journey of a boy who failed not once, not twice, but 1,000 times. And yet, he became someone unforgettable. If you've ever failed, if you've ever felt hopeless, this story is for you. Pause for effect. Are you ready? Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by fields of golden wheat, lived a boy named Arman. From childhood, Arman had one dream: to become an inventor. He loved machines, he loved ideas, he loved imagining things no one else could see. But there was one problem. Arman was terrible at success. Every time he tried, he failed. At school, his teachers scolded him for being too slow. His classmates laughed when his projects broke down. Even his neighbors whispered, "That boy is hopeless. Nothing good will ever come from him." Yet, inside his heart, Arman had a tiny flame of hope that refused to die. The first failures, Arman built his first machine at the age of 10, a little windmill made from broken toys and scraps of wood. But when he proudly showed it to the villagers, the blade spun for only 2 seconds before breaking apart. The crowd burst into laughter. Failure. At 12, he tried again. He attempted to make a water pump to help farmers, but when he tested it, the pump cracked, spilling water everywhere. The farmers shook their heads. Failure again. At 14, he made a cart that was supposed to move with gears and pedals. Instead, the wheels locked and the cart collapsed under its own weight. The children of the village started calling him the boy of broken dreams. But Arman did not stop. The storm of doubt, each failure cut him deeper than a knife. Nights became heavy with tears. His own family, tired of his nonsense inventions, told him to stop wasting time. "Why can't you just be normal? Why can't you just accept reality?" his father shouted one night. Arman lowered his head, but deep inside he whispered, "Because my heart won't let me quit." The 1,000 attempts years passed. Arman failed again and again and again. He failed building a bicycle. He failed building a radio. He failed building a stove. Every attempt ended in disaster. By the time he was 18, he had already failed more than 1,000 times. The world called him a fool, but in Arman's eyes, each failure was not the end. It was a step forward. "I didn't fail," he would say. "I just found another way that doesn't work." One day, Arman was walking by the fields when he saw a group of children carrying buckets of water from a well. Their little arms shook from the weight. They looked tired. Something sparked in Arman's mind. "What if," he thought, "I can create something that pulls water for them?" He rushed home, heart pounding. This time, he didn't care about the world. He only cared about those children. The invention. For weeks, Arman worked. He gathered wood, metal scraps, ropes, whatever he could find. His neighbors mocked him again. "Another failure in the making," they said. But Arman didn't hear them. He worked day and night. He cut his hands on sharp metal. He sweated under the sun. He even went hungry some nights just to keep working. And then, finally, after weeks of struggle, he stood in front of his creation, a simple, hand-powered water pump. The children gathered. The villagers laughed, waiting for another failure. Arman placed a bucket under the spout. He pulled the lever. At first, nothing. Then, suddenly, water gushed out. The children screamed with joy. The villagers gasped. For the first time, Arman had succeeded. Recognition words spread quickly. Farmers began using Arman's pump. The same people who had mocked him now came to him for help. His invention changed lives. And the boy who failed 1,000 times became the boy who taught the world the meaning of persistence. Moral of the story. Arman's story teaches us a timeless truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is the path to success. If he had quit after his first failure, or his 100th, or his 1,000th, the children of his village would still be carrying heavy buckets today. So remember, every failure is a lesson. Every mistake is a teacher, and every setback is a stepping stone. If you like this type of videos, so like, share, and subscribe for more videos.